Hello everyone and welcome to the very first lecture of our large language model series. If you have heard terms like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude or LLMs, but never really understand what they are or how they work, you are in the right place. For the next 30 lectures, we'll build a solid foundation from the basics all the way to advanced concepts such as embeddings, transformers, tension, fine-tuning, and retrieval augmented generation. And don't worry, if you have complete beginner will learn everything step by step. Why should we learn LLMs? Now, large language models are changing how we write code, create content, analyze data, and even build businesses. Today, almost every major technology company is investing heavily in generative AI. Whatever you want to become a Python developer, or AI engineer, data scientist, researcher, or simply understand the technology behind ChatGPT, learning LLMs is becoming an essential skill. So, what exactly is a large language model? A large language model, or LLM, is an artificial intelligence model trained on enormous amounts of text collected from books, articles, websites, researches, or other sources. During training, the model learns patterns in language. It doesn't memorize fixed answers, it learns relationship between words and phrases, so it can generate responses to new questions. Now, why is it called large? The word large doesn't only refer to the amount of data used during training, but it also refers to the enormous numbers of parameters inside the model. These parameters store the patterns the model has learned. Some modern language models contains billions of parameters. Now, why is it called a language model? The second part of the name is language model. Its main task is surprisingly simple. It predicts what comes next. For example, if I write I love drinking hot, so it can assume like simple predictions is like tea, coffee based on the patterns that it learned during the training. This simple prediction process repeated many times allows it to generate paragraphs, stories, quotes, and conversations. Now, let's go to the live demonstration of what actually an LLM is. Now here, I'm opening the ChatGPT, but you could also use Gemini or another LLM. So, if I will give it a prompt like explain what a large language model is in simple words. This is the prompt I'm giving to this LLM, this ChatGPT. It's first thinking, then giving some response based on the facts. Notice that I'm not writing any code, I'm simply asking a question in plain English. The sentence I type is called the prompt. This is the prompt I have given. The model processes the prompt and generates a response based on what it learned during the process, during the training. Now, this response was not copied from a web page. The model generated it based on patterns it learned during the training. Now, if we talk about the interface of this LLM, what is it? First, we provide a prompt. Next, it processes. And then finally, it generates a response. This simple pipeline powers applications like ChatGPT, coding assistants, translation tools, and AI chatbots. Now, large language models are already being used in many industries. Developers are using them to generate code. Businesses use them for customer support. Students use them for learning. Researchers use them to memorize the papers. Writers use them to create content. And these models are becoming general purpose assistants. Now, in the upcoming lectures, we'll gradually explore every important concept behind LLMs. Don't worry if some of these terms seems unfamiliar right now. By the end of the series, we'll understand what they mean and how they all fit together. These are the basic concepts. This is just an idea, like we are talk about tokens, tokenization, embeddings, context windows, and attention, and much more. Now, a very quick recap. A large language model is an AI model trained on massive amounts of text. Its main job is predicting the next token, which enables it to generate natural language. The technology powers tools like ChatGPT and many other AI assistants. The next lecture will start with one of the most fundamental concepts in LLMs. We'll talk about tokens. Now, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next lecture. Thank you all.